Guys, Harden here, back with another Eve Echoes video. Hopefully this will be quite a short one. I haven't done one for a few weeks. This is just another Abyss run, which I thought I would share with you guys. This week is going to be 3 Raven Navy issues and a Megathron Navy Raven issue. I did it last week with a Nightmare, just a random guy that I picked up in the Alliance, and I actually managed to break into top 200 with the 3 Raven Navy issues and the Nightmare. This week we'll see how we do, but just to give you an idea in terms of the ship setup, you can see that the siege mode is already activated. You can see the mid slots are all shields and hardeners, and it's only 2 damage modules on this. If I go into the damage here, into the setup, it's 7 large B-type large missile launchers, and you can see the DPS there, cold without any of the ballistics on, is 7,302. That is with the implant mode on the thermal implant mode. So that's 7,300 cold DPS. When I ran it with the Nightmare, I did actually remove 3 of the tanking mods. So I removed 2 of the shield hardeners and I moved the 2 shield hardeners and the damage control, and went with extra DPS, so it was quite a significant level of DPS on the ship then, and as I said, that allowed us to break under the 3-minute barrier, and that got us into the top 200 on the Abyss last week. But I don't think we'll do the same today, because obviously we're not flying with Nightmare, so the setup is a lot more tanky. Okay, I don't want to waste more time. I got a corp mate waiting to go, so I'm just going to quickly dock and invite him into the fleet, and then we'll get started. So let me just dock up quickly and invite. 1 second. Just in terms of the other 3 Raven Navy issues, you can see this one was 7,300 cold. The second one is 7,250, and my third ship is a bit less than that. It's about 6,500. That's because the rigs on that one are different. Again, just quickly show you the rigs on this one, so you can see the rigs on this are, well, the energy rigs are just kind of standard capacitor control 4, and then a semiconductor memory cell, and then these are the defensive, so core operational solidifier, core defense, charge economizer, which is primarily because I use this ship for AI, so it's not kind of optimized for Abyss. This one here you can see is the warhead calefaction and bay loading accelerator. And then the next one is warhead rigger catalyst and bay loading accelerator. So the warhead rigger catalyst, again, it's fine for AI, for helping kill those smaller ships, but it doesn't really do anything in Abyss. So I could optimize this further for Abyss, but as I said, I use this ship for AI as well, so that's why it's not kind of perfect for Abyss. Okay, so that's the setup. Let me just jump into the fleet. And here we go, and let's do an invite. 1 second. Let's see if I can find this guy. Okay, there we go. And he's joined, and now I'm going to switch the fleet over to a Dormant Realm fleet. Okay, and let me just check he is ready. Again, for those of you who haven't watched this video before, oh, he said ready already, so okay. For those of you who haven't watched it before, I am multi-boxing 3, so it does mean that when I appear to be doing nothing on this particular account that I'm recording on, I am doing stuff on the other account, so that might explain why it does look like I'm not doing things at certain times. Alright, so let me jump in now. I'm just thinking if there's something else I'm going. Oh yeah, there's one other thing I wanted to do, is I do want to put my corp mate on the watch list, set as followed, so that we can see his health as we do the Dormant Realm. So let me just jump in now. Dormant Realm, before the Abyss, we're going to go level 10. Now the screen is switching off. Okay, enter. Okay, and let's go to difficulty 10. Confirm. All right, and let's invite everybody. Again, I'm doing this on several accounts, so let's confirm. Okay, and my corp mate is ready. Okay, ready on that one, and ready on that one. Okay, so let's jump in. Here we go. Last time I did this with my corp mate, I actually had 2 different accounts crash at different times, but luckily we were still able to complete reasonably safely and within plenty of time. So even losing a ship, we were still able to complete. All right, so I have to get ready. So this first part is obviously a rush because I have to get all my tank on all 3 ships. So you'll hear me clicking on the other side. And then have to get my targets. So in terms of the targets, we are just killing them all as quickly as possible now. And we are not like trying to... Okay, so let's go. I'm a bit slow today. Focus fire on number 1. Focus fire on number 1. Focus fire on number 1, and then I lock up the others to get ready. Okay, and then we're going to switch to number 3 when number 1 goes down. Okay, they're all on number 1. Let's go number 3, and in fact this account is going to switch over to number 3 straight away. Okay, let's make sure everybody is locked. Okay, so he's on number 3, so I don't waste another volley. And this is ready to go on to number 3. This is ready to go on to number 3. So all the other are going to be moving on to number 3 now. So everyone is on number 3. And as I said, let's actually use one of the ballistic controls right now. So this one is going to switch now to, just about to switch to number 5. Yeah, switch to number 5, focus fire. Okay, and then the other ones are going to switch to number 2. And this one is going to switch to number 4. Alright. Okay, and you can see my second Mary account is the one taking damage again. So we're now hitting number 5, number 2, and number 4. And then what I will do is I will switch automatically to number 6 on each of those. So once their tower is down, they will switch to number 6. I'm going to hit the ballistic again. As you see, we're just killing them in order. Shields are all okay, although my secondary account is taking a bit of a beating again. I do have the damage control to activate, which I probably will do now because it's at about half shields already. So I'm going to activate that now, which will reduce the amount of damage she's taking. Her tank is on, so I don't understand why she's taking quite as much damage as she is. But you can see there's only 2 towers left. Second Mary is still surviving. She's still got about 3 or 4 seconds on the damage control, and everybody's on the last tower already. And it looks like we might just crack 3 minutes. Let's just see. Okay, well technically it's down. It's 2 minutes, under 3 minutes, but the timer is going to tick on for a little bit longer. But it went reasonably smoothly. Again, I'm always a bit rusty on the first one after a week not doing it. But there we go. So completion time is 3 minutes, which I don't think is fast enough to get into the top 200. But as I say, when I did it last week with the Nightmare and I went a lot more DPS heavy, we were able to break into the top 200. Okay, so I think that was all fine. So let's just jump in again. Hope my corp mate is ready. Before the Abyss, enter. Again, let's switch it to number 10, confirm, and invite everybody. Always paranoid with this that I will make some mistake that will get us all killed. These are kind of expensive ships to lose. Okay, and let me get my 2 alts, confirm, ready. Alright, so let's go in and let's hope this one goes a little bit smoother. So, enter. again, just have to wait for everything to load up so I can get my tank on. Again, this would be, these Ravens, if I was flying them individually, would be a great addition to other teams because they do a huge amount of DPS. I'm actually slowed down quite a lot with having to actually multi-box on this, and for some reason my UI is a bit slow tonight, so yeah, that wasn't particularly perfect. Normally I get the vital target loaded up first, but tonight for some reason it's a bit laggy, which is slowing me down. Okay, just locking up all the targets on my other accounts, so everyone's hitting number 1. Oh, that one's not locked. Okay, so we're all on number 1, and this one is going to switch over to number 3. Just going to do one more volley on here. Okay, number 3 now, focus fire. And this one is going to switch to number 3 as soon as that tower goes down, and this one is going to switch to number 3 as soon as that tower goes down. Oh, look at that, just a little fraction. Maybe I shouldn't have switched. Okay, so we're all on number 3 now. Again, in terms of damage, they seem to always love focusing on Second Mary. I'm not sure why. Alright, so I'm going to actually switch out now. Well, actually maybe do one more damage shot on here and switch over to number 5. Okay, let's do it already. Focus fire number 5. This one is going to focus fire on number 2, and this one is going to focus fire on number 4. So let's double check that's all working. So that's on number 2, that one's on number 4, and number 5. So again, should be hitting number 5, 2 and 4, and then I will just get everybody ready. Okay, I didn't use my ballistics yet. Let's do the ballistics. And everybody's hitting the right target, so now I will get ready to hit number 6 as soon as these other towers go down. And what I will do is, again, let's put the other ballistic on now, might as well use that damage. Okay, in terms of time, I'm not sure if, I think we might even be a bit slower than last time. Okay, so this one is moving on to number 6 already. And again, Second Mary's in half shield. Oh, I see there's one remote shield booster that's not operating. I'm going to click her damage control now. There's one tower still up, the one that's shooting number 4. Let me just check. That's about to go down, is it? Yeah. Okay, they both died together. Yeah, just under 3 minutes again in terms of all the towers dying, but by the time it loads up and everything, it's going to take a little bit longer. But still not bad for like a suboptimal ship. The Raven obviously is not is using missiles. There's flight time. It's hard to judge like when to stop shooting a target. You waste flights of missiles sometimes, but I think it's still quite a good performer in Abyss now that I've kind of got the fit where I kind of want it. All my ships now are using B types apart from the third one, which is still got some C types on there, so I'm gradually buying those as I can afford them. Alright, so let's jump in again. Dormant Realm before the Abyss, enter. Again, I'm happy if anyone's got any advice or suggestions on how I can improve the speed of this and kind of improve the setup on these Ravens, then I'm all ears. I kind of think we could possibly do it with a little bit less tank than we already have, but then, as I said, there are odd ones where for some reason they will focus on one target, like Second Mary, and then you do really need some tank, because if you don't, they can kind of kill that ship quite quickly. So I don't know, it's just kind of random. Most of the time you don't, but occasionally you do need that tank. So without a Nightmare, I kind of a bit unwilling to kind of take off some of the tanking mods. All right, so everyone's ready. Let's jump in again. Enter. Okay, and hopefully I won't get the kind of lag issue this time on my two other accounts. Alright, okay, so again, let's get my tank on over here first, because that loaded up first. This one, 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 and let's start getting these open. Vital target, vital target, vital target. I see. Okay, so a bit better this time than we've got there before, although it still hasn't loaded. Okay, so tower number 6, first target. Focus fire. Focus fire. Focus fire. And then let's start looking at the others. Okay, so number 6 is underway. Okay, so I'm going to switch this one over to number 3 already. Focus fire on number 3. This one is getting ready to go on to number 3. This one is getting ready to go on to number 3. Okay, and what I will do is I'll activate one of the ballistics now. I used it a bit earlier this time. I forgot to last time. Okay, so everybody should be now hitting number 3. Okay, first volley. Oh, someone's hitting number 1. I hope that's not one of mine. No, that must be my colleague. Alright, okay, so now I'm actually going to switch over here to number 5. Oh, that went quick. Okay, so number 5, number 2, and number 4. I actually went down a lot quicker than I expected. Alright, so let's do the ballistics again. Everyone's shield is looking okay. Why am I not shooting anything on this account? Okay, that's weird. I must have misclicked something. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is my number 4 is going to go on to number 5, and my number 2 is going to go on to number 1. Okay, we're at 226. We might go a little bit faster because I think my corp mate seems to be going a little bit faster this time. So, okay, my number 2 is going to switch on to number 1. Okay. And then again, they're going for second Mary again. I will activate her damage control. Alright, and then, yeah, this is definitely seems to be a faster run. Let's see if we can do it before 250. Just need a few of those volleys to hit at the same time. Well, one's just turned on. Maybe not. 256. So it's a little bit slower. I think that was my own fault because for some reason this account wasn't shooting at one point. One thing I've noticed is that sometimes the implant mode changes by itself. Normally I set it up before I go in. I set it up outside the station before I set up the gang, and I put the thermal on. But there's been a few times where I've gone into DR and then I was like wondering why things seem to be going slowly, and then noticed that for some reason the implant mode has gone back to the basic one. So it's worth checking that sometimes. Right, so Dormant Realm, we'll jump in again as we're on a roll. So before the Abyss, level 9, 10. Let's see, I'm just hoping we can get it under confirm and invite member. Get everyone in. Okay, ready. Okay, and let's enter. Here we go. Okay, so again, let's get my tank and everything started up. Okay, apologies if you can hear anything else. That's my wife and kids in the background having a ball. It's a bit of a late night for them today. Okay. Okay, Tower 1 still hasn't loaded. Okay, here we go. So Tower 1, focus fire, Tower 1, focus fire, Tower 1, focus fire. So I try and burn through Tower 1, the shield thing that you have at the beginning quickly. And then Tower 3, I think you can sometimes get through that as well before the shield drops. Okay, so we're on Tower 1. We'll get ready. So this account, I'll do one more shot and then I will jump onto number 3. Okay, number 3, focus fire. This one is going to go on to number 3 as well. Hang on, I haven't locked up here. So one of the towers. Okay. number 3, and you need to go on to number 3 as well. Okay, again, not super smooth. Okay, I'll see the shield go down. I'll get one hit, and then I'll switch on to number 5. Okay, so this one is going to switch to number 5. Focus fire. And you're going to switch to number 2. Again, not ideal. One of my alts for some reason hit number 4. I don't know why it's doing that. I thought I'd done it, but again, it's when you're multi-boxing, you've got a lot to kind of keep an eye on. So tower 5 is going quite slowly. Number 4 has gone down. Number 2 will switch to number 6 when finished. You will switch to number 6 when finished. And you're on number 6 already. Okay, 230, I'm not sure. I think a bit slower. So it seems that today, with my colleague in the Megathron, let me just see what the damage, what's the limited time event bonus, which is what? Oh, okay, that's an event bonus. What's the cannon? Okay, so we haven't got any missile damage bonuses here today. Alright, we're 250 already. Okay, so actually that was the best time so far, 255, all the towers were down. And I wasn't actually looking at the shields that time, so again, second Mary you can see there is the one that took the most damage, did the most damage as well, and took the most damage. Okay, so again, let's get these ready. I didn't see what was the time on that one. The time on that was 3:06, so that is the fastest, so it's still 6 seconds out from that 3-minute barrier. Alright, so let's jump in one more time. I think this is the 5th one of today's, so obviously you can only do 6 that you can get rewards out of. So 6, enter, and drop down to difficulty 10, confirm, and invite everybody, confirm. At least, as I said, we're not having some drama this time in terms of anyone crashing, but I shouldn't really have said that because I'll probably curse myself right now. Alright, so everyone's ready, let's jump in. Yeah, I think if we actually had the missile bonus today with this setup, I think I probably would be under 3 minutes if I was getting that extra 10% on all 3 of the Ravens. Okay, get my tank on. And then let's get the vital target, and then tower 1 once it shows up. Okay, focus fire, Okay, let's get the others locked up. Okay, so number 1. Okay, so you're going to switch to number 3 straight away. Okay. And you're going to get ready to switch to number 3, and you're going to get ready to switch to number 3. Okay, let's get the ballistics on now. Okay, so we're all on number 3. Hopefully I can avoid the kind of mistakes last time. So number 3, let's get a volley or so in there. Okay, there we go. So 3. So we're going to go on to number 5 here. Focus fire. You're going to go on to number 2, and you're going to go on to number 4. Okay, so we should be hitting 5, 2, and 4 now. Again, let's hit the ballistics on the fresh shield. Should help. Anyone taking too much damage? Again, second Mary again. Really yeah, I don't know how that works. Alright, so this one now, it's a bit more, I didn't mess up any of the targets, so now I just go on to number 6, so that when that tower dies, it just automatically switches number 6, and the same on all the others. When they finish their target, they will automatically switch to 6. I'm not sure which one my corp mate's hitting. Okay, so you can see they're popping now. We're at 231. So 2 of my ships are already on number 6, and my 3rd should be shortly. Yeah, 244. Got about 10 seconds. Don't think we're going to beat it. Yeah, number 4 is lasting a long time. Okay, there we go. Oh, pretty much the same. 255-ish. Alright, so one more run, and then that'll be that for this week. Again, 308, I think, or 306 completion time. So I think the best. Okay. Right. Okay, so final run here. Okay, and let's jump into the Dormant Realm. I think this is the final one. Before the Abyss. Enter. Level 10. Confirm. Yeah. So the corp is saying one more. And then let's invite everybody. Confirm. Confirm. And then ready. 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 Okay. Let's hope we don't get any drama on this one. Okay, enter. Okay, tank on. It's a bit distracted there. My 8-year-old son is making some weird noises in the background. Don't know if you can actually hear those on here, but anyway, kind of distracting. Okay, vital target. Vital target and vital target. And there's tower 1. Focus fire. Focus fire. It's good timing because it's their bedtime as soon as I finish this. Okay, everything is locked up, I think. As I'm missing one on one of these accounts. Yeah. Ah, one of my ships is not hitting. It's hitting what? Hitting tower 1? Okay. Okay, so number 3. Focus fire, number 3. Focus fire, number 3. Focus fire. I think I messed up there. Okay, let's get the ballistics on. Ballistics, ballistics, ballistics. Okay, and let's... Okay, you've had a hit, so you're going to switch to number 5. Focus fire. You're going to hit number 2, and you're going to hit number 4. So, yeah, okay. And let's wait. Okay, so I think my number 3 goes down. Number 3 took a long time. Okay, let's hit one more. Okay, and you need to go on to number 6 when you're finished. You need to go on to number 6 when you're finished. And you need to go on to number 6 when you're finished. Actually, maybe number 4. Is anyone hitting number 4? No. Okay, so I've screwed up again here somehow. Oh well. Live and learn. Okay, everyone's shield's okay. Yeah, so Zankin is taking a bit of a beating this time for the first time. They decided to focus on him. And how are we doing on the time? 2:38. Well, everybody should be focusing now, so let's see if we can get a slightly better time. Come on, let's get a few volleys in. I'll do my damage controls just to slow all the incoming damage down. 253, 254, 255 up. All right, so 306 was the best time. Let's see what we get on this one. Let's see when we jump out. Okay, so it looks like it's 306 again. Okay, that's it. Okay, let me just quickly say something. So you can see there, again, Second Mary did the most damage. Again, that's just who starts shooting first, whatever. So he's basically got slightly less DPS than Harden. And again, it was 306 there on the damage. I think if we did have that 10% boost to missiles, I think we definitely would be finishing below the 3 minutes again. Okay, and what I will do here is, let me go into the Dormant Realm. For those of you who don't do the level 10s and are not sure what the rewards are, I'll just quickly show you what I got this week. So I'll just claim rewards. Claim rewards, claim rewards, and again, and finally. Okay, let's close that down, we shall go to here, go to my item hanger, select all, stack all. Yeah, this is basically, this is my base for doing AI. It's really annoying at the moment. I've got 119 of these. You can see here 119 of these tesseracts. I've been waiting 2 weeks. I've used all the ones from I've got one ship that I want to upgrade right now. I bought all from the last Concord Pass, and I literally just needed one more. I didn't want to spend real cash just to buy one more. It was like you have to buy that box, which is like 400 Aurum, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. But it's been kind of annoying because I've got a ship that is just perfect for it, waiting for it. Okay, so this is the box. I'm going to open all 12 together. Seem to be a bit laggy at the moment. Let's see. Okay, open all. Let's see what we get. So 147 million in ISK, and let's see if we're lucky on any of the implants. So 147 ISK. Some of those blueprints, which I normally sell. In terms of the GUs, nothing particularly exciting there. Level 3, level 1, one level 4, level 1. Oh, I have got an implant here, which is the support projection, which I will probably recycle because I obviously have that as a missile user. I have that one already, so I'll probably recycle that and pick up some of the materials. Anyway, guys, I hope that was interesting. If you do find these videos interesting, especially if you're specialized in sort of Raven stuff, then please do like and subscribe. And again, I'm always open to learning stuff. Like these Abyss runs have got better over time as a result of the feedback you guys have been giving, so I really do appreciate that, and I want to try and make these Ravens as competitive and as quick as possible. So if you do have any suggestions, then please do let me know. Anyway, that's it for this week. I may do a video on some of my PvP ships soon. I've been thinking about that, but again, at the same time, they're quite busy at the moment, and I don't want to kind of give away too much on my setup. I want it to be a surprise for my enemies, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do something in the next week or so on that. But anyway, thank you all. Good night. Have a safe life or whatever. I don't know. I'm rambling now. Bye, guys.